Hello, and welcome to Building Your T-Shirt Empire. This is episode 1 of Mini. The title of this episode, though, is going to be called Side Hustle to Entrepreneur, or How to Make Your Uncle Stop Asking If You've Found a Job Yet. My name is Cole Lundstrom, and the purpose of this podcast is to help anyone trying to make a little bit more money in the t-shirt/apparel industry. Whether you're a brand, a band, or a business, I just want to help you out. A little bit about myself. I've been in the industry for 12 years. I learned how to print in high school. It was rad. Teach your kids. And I've printed for pretty much everyone at this point. I've printed for Arcade Fire, a whole bunch of breweries, and I even got to do some stuff for Xbox. This episode is sponsored by ShirtAgency.com. Visit ShirtAgency.com to learn how Shirt Agency can create beautiful custom apparel for your business and ship it directly to your customers. Okay, so to begin. This episode is going to be focusing on the 5 major differences that I see in businesses that have gotten beyond the solopreneur nightmare. And let me clarify, nobody wants to be a solopreneur. It's the worst. Do it for a year or two, God bless you, but that is not the goal. I'm also going to include some general actions that you can take to move yourself along within these topics. But the real God's honest truth is that this episode is kind of an overview for the entire podcast. Section 1. Acquiring paying customers that are not your friends, family, or being strong-armed by you on the Venice Boardwalk. It's not that hard. You cannot even believe the tools that are at your disposal in the year 2016. It's insane. If you're not advertising on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google AdWords, Snapchat, right now, it's mandatory that you look into these platforms because these platforms are going to take you from the 9 eyeballs that you can get from being a brand new website, no traffic, no blog posts, nobody is looking for you, to 50,000 eyeballs in one night, and it could cost you $180 in advertising. So the idea of not capitalizing on these platforms is mildly obscene. We can go into that a lot more in the future. In this episode, I'm just going to say, look into those advertising platforms tonight. Okay, the next way to acquire a customer that is not your mom is to worry about the organic growth of your social media. Your social media, in a lot of ways, is as valuable or more valuable than your current website. Speed round. Here are ways that you can grow your social media far quicker than the average person who happens to just create a page, put a bad picture up, and basically accomplish nothing. Number 1, host contests. It does not matter what it is. If you are running a brand, give away free shirts. If you are running a bar, give away free shirts. It's amazing how many people will respond, comment, share, like over something that may cost you $20. The next thing, conduct polls and surveys. There are so many great tools that can integrate this directly into your page. SurveyMonkey is one of them. It's fantastic. Twitter chats, group forums, it's kind of all the same thing, but be a part of the conversation in media. If you want to be mildly clever in the same ways that Taco Bell is, just realize that during a Democratic debate, there are millions of people online with those hashtags at the exact same time. You can get free advertising by using these hashtags. You're also going to want to ask your followers to engage. You can get up to 16% more follows by doing nothing but asking. Make it easy for people to engage with you. If you do have a decent amount of traffic going to your website, please add social media buttons. They're free widgets. They're given to you by pretty much everyone. And if you have a place where you are already doing well, you should be connecting those people to all the other platforms so that they can kind of cross-pollinate. You're also going to want to respond quickly and thoroughly to any comments you receive. You can actually pretty easily outsource this. OnlineJobs.ph has people who will be your social media manager for $10 a day. If you're getting so many comments that it's getting in your way, use them. Credit people, go ahead and tag in pictures. You'll want to engage in the social issues of the day when it makes sense. Obviously, if you're a skateboard brand, you don't have to have a whole big thing about, the persecution of pandas. But if for some reason you sell a panda tee, maybe you can donate 5% to the cause, and you can push that through social media as a way to engage with new people. Section 2. Getting Organized. Subtitled, How to Move from Working in Your Business to On Your Business. Okay, it is not that easy. I totally still work in my business. A whole bunch of people still work in their business. There's a whole bunch of stupid crap that happens from day to day. There's fires. You're going to be involved for a long time. But there are sections within any business. There's a customer support section. There's a product development section. There might be a marketing and advertising section, accounting, fulfillment. And one of the most critical sections is every successful business needs a CEO. And a CEO is going to be working on the business. They're worrying about future. They're worrying about structure. They're worrying about hiring. They're worrying about building a business that is going to not only support themselves, but support everyone who works there. Because when you have employees, it turns out they're like real people. So focusing on your business and not just getting caught up in the day-to-day nightmare is essential. If you do something as simple as spend 2 hours doing nothing but working on your business and how you are going to build it for the future, and you're doing that on a serious level and not a stoner dream level, you are going to accomplish a lot more, a lot quicker. And when you speak to your employees, they are going to understand what the goal is, as opposed to, here's today's nightmare, let's deal with it. Oh God, it went so badly. Remember, if you are going to own a business, you need to act like it. Section 3, hire smart and fire really, really fast. Okay, one of the first employees I ever had, his name was John. He was a nice guy. You can't talk bad on John. Sometimes John just, was the worst. I had endless patience with John. I gave John training on things as simple as folding a t-shirt. John is one of those guys that, while he is lovely, is also a massive drain on your company. It sounds heartless and cruel, and especially when you're at employee 1, employee 2, even employee 20, depending on how you build a relationship with people. Unfortunately, in a business, you have to comprehend that you are hiring somebody for a task. You're paying them a serious amount of money. Regardless of your relationship with them, they need to not work at your business. Here are some things that you might want to do if you're looking to fill positions, but not necessarily hire full-time staff. For small tasks, let's say you don't want to hire somebody for graphic design. You can go to websites like Fiverr. You can go to Elance. 99 Designs is amazing for graphic design. If you need a virtual assistant, onlinejobs.ph can give you online full-time virtual staff who will handle everything from email to marketing to social media. They're in the Philippines. They do not cost as much as an American citizen. I don't know if that sounds bad. I'm just saying it's there. It's up to you. Do what you will, whatever. The people that become your heroes, you need to treat them like they are heroes. It is incredible to see companies very quickly alienate their best staff. You do not want to be the boss who has a fantastic employee and then finds out that that fantastic employee is taking interviews across town and is only going to be there for another 4 months. Realize that everybody is codependent. You may own the place, but it doesn't necessarily mean anyone likes you. Give bonuses. Take them to lunch. Give them a raise, even though it scares you. It's a good idea. You're already being completely ruthless with the people that suck. Treat the people that don't suck well, with people focusing on what they are good at, which allows you to move outside of that position and work on your business. Congratulations. You've made it halfway through the episode. I'm really proud of you. You know what? You're a good listener. You know what most good listeners like? ShirtAgency.com. ShirtAgency.com prints and fulfills apparel for your thriving business. Are you dealing with your local print shop? Perhaps they totally do not stay on schedule. Well, guess what? There's a company that does. There is a print shop in the city of Los Angeles that will print your t-shirts and other stuff like hoodies and whatever so good that you'll freak out. Like, you'll totally have a whole fit about it. You'll tell everyone. You might cry. If you do cry, put it on YouTube. It could go viral or something. I'm not sure how that works, but it could be a good thing for you. The point is, if you need someone to make some t-shirts, Shirt Agency's paying for this podcast, so you should check out their website. All right, let's get into section 4, Killer E-commerce. Right now, I'm going to break down for you the easiest platforms to launch tonight in the event that you're totally not on a platform, which is dumb. Are you ready? Okay. There are 3 amazing places that I would fully recommend that you put a lot of effort into building an online web presence. If you're really good at stuff, build it on Bootstrap. It's totally free. Bootstrap is a wide open system. You can integrate it with e-commerce. You can create landing pages. There's plenty of themes that you can buy, but if you're really gonna tough it out, Bootstrap's the way to go. Next, WooCommerce. I mean, come on. It's all like WordPress, basically. It's unbelievably simple. And the last one, Shopify. They are huge. The store that they have is so obscene. The amount of plugins, the amount of themes, the fact that you can make your website look absolutely gorgeous because you spent $100 on a theme, that is just an incredible opportunity. Okay, here's what you do to make your website stand out in a sea of people that are trying to come out with stupid clothing brands. You need a professional photographer who is going to take beautiful pictures of your products. Now, if you're on the cheap, you're just starting out, go ahead and Photoshop your artwork onto the blanks. You can actually get a lot of sales that way. But when you're talking about how you're going to make people think you're cool, you're not going to do it with a floating t-shirt on a white background. The way you're going to do it is with a model who's way better looking than any of your customers, who is professionally lit. And come on, why aren't people smiling in apparel photos? I don't understand that. I'm very bothered by the fact that no one's smiling. I like smiling. Everyone else seems to like smiling. Please stop doing your stupid frowny faces because you think you're edgy. You're not edgy, you're 20. Okay, when you're doing an e-commerce platform, you've already got your amazing photography. You've already got your great platform that you built out. Lead pages and purchase pages should be linked directly to your ads. Do not link to your home page. It is one of the biggest mistakes that I see. Somebody sees a wonderful design on a Facebook ad. You're getting a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of shares. When you click the link, what happens? It takes them to the home page. And on the home page, your sale goes to die. Because now they start clicking around, they start looking at multiple items. They kind of like a lot of things. And then they kind of just go onto another website. But if in that instance that people see your ad, they like the item that they're looking at, they click the link, they go to a purchase page with nothing but that item, and they can right then click the giant red or orange button that says buy now, you will see your online sales directly connected to Facebook ads skyrocket. And it doesn't have to be Facebook. I'm not overly loyal to it other than it's amazing. The final recommendation that I have for you is old school networking. I mean, come on. You can't beat a good connection in your industry. It's amazing what the right person can do to your life. Your entire life can change because somebody thinks that you're doing a pretty good job and they could use you. I believe that everybody should be going to trade shows. You may not have the cash right now to be doing booths. That's fine. Get a free ticket. Walk the show. Go hang out at the bars that everyone else is trying to escape the show from and see if you can make a friend. I strongly recommend talking to everyone. And when you get their contact information, follow up. But I think the key to this plan is do not sell people. Don't sell people. Tell them what you are doing. If they want something from you, you'll find out real fast. Because people get what they want. But if you're selling, you might come off like a dick. There's a concept that says that only 1 in 50 people will ever actually buy from you. You need to realize that you still want those 49 other people to like you. And those 49 other people have friends. Doing the hard sell face-to-face to a complete stranger, that's obnoxious. I don't think anyone really likes that. What your real goal should be when you're doing networking is allowing other people to know that you exist in the world and you're a good human being. I think it's critical that you understand that there are no competitors in any of this. There are people who are trying to, make stuff and sell stuff, and that's great. But you should not be pretending like you have to win and everyone else has to lose. Never trash another company. You should be making friends everywhere you go. It sounds really easy, but it's really hard. Frankly, my goal in general is just to be the nice guy that people can rely on. And I feel like that's going to take you pretty far. The apparel industry is a wonderful place to work. You can take your creative artwork, you can put it on a shirt, and you can make other people happy because they like it. And that's cool. I mean, how many places can you work where people just like what you do? Anyway, I want to thank you for making it this far into the podcast. You're the greatest audience I've ever had. And I have to thank my sponsor, shirtagency.com, because they are the best t-shirt printing and fulfillment company I have ever been sponsored by. So, have a wonderful night. Please subscribe. We're going to make more podcasts. We're going to talk about ink and stuff. It's going to get really detailed, a little bit obsessive. You're going to like it. I promise. If you don't like it, don't tell me. I mean, you can give me feedback, but I might get upset about it. Feel free to find me on social networks. My name is Cole Lundstrom. Just Google it. That's all it takes. There's a whole bunch of networks, but just Google it. All right. Bye.